So here's another video that I think will be very useful for you. If a candidate answers this, do not hire him. So this video is made for hiring managers again, and I want to go over 4 red flags, 4 big red flags that you might see when you're hiring candidates. So let's get into this. But first I want to tell you about myself so you know a little bit more about me. My name is Dimitri Nolman. I help run NewConfig, which is a staffing agency, recruiting firm, headhunting agency, headhunting company, sourcing organization. Many ways to define us. We have about 1.5 million in revenue, been around for 12 years, located here right outside of Philadelphia, outside of Northeast Philly, growing fast, 10 employees, and we staff between 70 and 100 candidates a year. So that means we talk to thousands of candidates and we filter out these red flags. And I want to impart this knowledge on you so you know what to do when you're a hiring manager, what to look for and not let go. Because if you hire these people with these red flags, it's going to cost you long term. So I hope you don't do this and you follow my advice. So let's get into it. So the first red flag, big red flag, if a candidate does this, do not hire him or her, is when they badmouth their current employer. Do not do that. That means they do not respect their employer and do not value them. So what that means is today they are talking bad about their current employer. Guess what? Tomorrow they're going to be talking bad about you. Now that's not always the case, but many times it is. So that is a thought that you should have in your head. And when you hear someone do that, avoid them. Do not hire them. I do not advise our clients to hire candidates that talk bad about their employers. Just do not advise that. I don't recommend you do that. Okay, good. You got that? Now, if you have problems hiring and you need help hiring, talk to us. Give us a call. There's a link on the bottom of this page to our website. Fill out a contact form. We hire all day, every day here at NewConfig. So if you need help hiring, give us a call. We'd love to work with you. The search is free. Contacting our candidates is also free. Interviewing them is free too. You only pay our price if you hire our candidates. So that's what I want to say about that. Oh, by the way, we have 6 databases that we have access to, plus our own proprietary database. So we're much better at this than most firms. I would say we're the best because this is what we do all the time, all day, every day. And the search is free. It's contingency. You have nothing to lose. Look at the candidates who bring you. That's all I got to say. Let's move on to number 2. So the second thing you should look out for, a big red flag, and if a candidate does this, do not hire him or her, is if they start talking to you about benefits in the middle of the interview process. That is bad. The best time to talk about benefits is at the end of the process, or if the recruiter at the beginning, or at the end once they have an offer. If during the interview in the middle, when they're talking about technical questions, talking about functional questions, talking about the job itself and the responsibilities, and they start asking you about the salary and the PTO and vacation, run. Because this person is not enthusiastic about the job. They care more about the benefits and the salary, and they are going to leave you when another firm pays them an extra $5 an hour. So I don't recommend that. If you hear that, it's a huge red flag, and you should definitely not hire this person. Now, the third big red flag is dishonesty. If you see dishonesty, something is quirky with their numbers. They say they worked at a company between 2017 and 2019, but then they don't tell you the months, and then the next company listed is 2020. It's like a year and a half difference. Could be something is off there. And if they're being dishonest on their resume or their explanation, that's a huge red flag. Now, the fourth biggest red flag also relates to dishonesty. And I want to talk to you about it. And it relates to actually doing the job. There's a lot of charlatans in the workplace. They make up that they have 5 years of experience, but all they have is book knowledge, and they try to get a job with you. So the best way to weed these people out is to talk about examples. Zoom into what they do. If they say that they have 5 years of experience of accounting receivables, what software did they work on? What do they do for accounting receivables? Who do they report to? Give us examples of success stories. Give us examples of failures in accounts receivables. What you don't like. These are all things you should be asking them. You have to zoom in and ask them for examples. That is extremely important. And if they cannot provide you with examples, guess what? They don't really have experience in that specific thing. And that means they don't know how to do it. And if you hire them, they're going to start from scratch. So don't do it. Don't hire people that don't know what they're doing. So ask them for examples. And it's a big problem in the workplace right now, in the marketplace for candidates. There's a lot of candidates that just need a job. They'll make up they have experience. And it looks great at the beginning of the interview process. But once you zoom in into the interview process and you ask them about examples, they can't give you any. So that's what I have to say about that. I hope these 4 reasons not to hire someone if they give you bad answers has been useful for you. Again, to recap, bad-mouthing your employer, talking about benefits in the middle of the process, dishonesty about their resume and their dates, and not having examples. If you see these 4 red flags, run as a hiring manager. I hope this video has been useful for you, valuable for you. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, as all YouTubers like to say, and stay tuned for the next video.